What's up, guys? Welcome to Among the Fence, my YouTube channel where I do music reviews, mostly in the metal genres. My name is Aaron, and if you have anything you want me to review, new, old, album, EP, single, whatever, leave a comment below letting me know what it is, and it'll be featured on an upcoming Request Wednesday. And if you do that, or you just happen to like metal reviews and the more obscure genres, feel free to subscribe and ring the bell icon. That way you don't miss out on any of my future stuff, especially if you leave a requested review. That happens sometimes, and it's very sad when people don't get to see the review that they requested. But for today's review, we're going to be checking out the new EP, And I Return To Nothingness by the band Lorna Shore. Lorna Shore is a deathcore band. If you want to get like super specific about genres, people are calling them like blackened death metal or blackened deathcore or symphonic blackened technical deathcore, if you want to get super extreme with it. They've been around since 2010. They have 3 albums, and I Return To Nothingness is their 3rd EP. Their first EP with the new vocalist, Will Ramos, who is absolutely just freaking killing it. I feel like this guy, he was destined to be in Lorna Shore. He's taking them to the next level, it seems like. Like, Tom Barber is phenomenal. CJ is... he is who he is, and thank goodness he's not in the band anymore. But like, they just had a really rough time with vocalists for a while. They couldn't find anybody to really stick that wanted to be with them for too long, and now Will comes along like a beautiful angel and saves the day. I already did a review on To the Hellfire, which I'm gonna just talk about a little bit anyways. I gave it like a 4.3 out of 5, and it is one of their most listened to songs in the history of Lorna Shore. It's got a fantastic intro, and it really shows what Will can do for this band. Like, as soon as I heard it, I was just absolutely blown away by how good he is. And not to mention, the music is incredible as well. It's very heavy, and it's just so dark. It's full of atmosphere, and it's just very, very melancholy. And I love that they got a new vocalist and they want to demonstrate that, and they didn't release something that's just generic and just filler music that you listen to and you forget about almost instantly. This is actually just a solid piece to Lorna Shore's music, and it got us all hyped up for the EP too. Of the Abyss has some beautiful orchestration in the intro with some cool guitar work and some blast beats kind of hanging out in the background, adding to the epicness of the song. The vocals come in and they sound like a demon. It's just so dark and full of like despair. And the pre-chorus has a cool riff to it. In fact, it's the first time we really have any type of like guitar work really shine through and kind of take over the song in a little bit. And it flows directly into the chorus, which is epic, and it's huge. And there's a lot of vocal diversity going on. There's a lot of really low growls to really high snarls. Will Ramos seems to be in basically complete control of the song all the way through. There's not really a whole lot of musical dynamics that break through the mix that really stand out or really like take over the show up until the breakdown or the solo thing just before it, which is insanely technical and very melodic. And the breakdown literally sounds like the gates of hell have opened up and now demons are yelling at you. And it's got a very surprisingly graceful transition into the final chorus and the outro, which it's just, it's so beautiful. It starts the way how it ends. The composition throughout this entire song is incredible. You can't really guess where it's going to go next. It is just fantastic. The title track song, And I Return To Nothingness, also starts out with a orchestra kind of build up, and then the band and the vocals cut through it with so much aggression, while at the same time adding to the epicness that it was building up into. The guitar work and the drums seem to kind of be battling it out in a sense, with some blast beats and some really quick scale runs that sort of break through the mix every once in a while. The chorus again is epic, and it's huge, and it really stands out from the rest of the song without really breaking free too much. But it's kind of like uplifting, and it's got like a feel-good kind of thing to it. It's almost like heroic in a sense until you actually look at the lyrics and see what it's saying. Will, again, is absolutely fantastic, especially in like the breakdown and the bridge. His vocal choices and his cadence, it's incredible. I said this before, and I truly believe that he was made for Lorna Shore. The guitar solo is phenomenal, something I never thought I would say about any music that's considered blackened, which I've listened to before, and I always find their musicianship to be overly technical and missing emotion, at least for me in that case. And the suspenseful melody just keeps increasing as the song goes on, as it leads into the outro, which is just building up suspense as the song reaches its final climax. I can't really think of anything really wrong with this EP. This isn't like the style of music that I care for or that I normally listen to, but when I try to think of something that I didn't really care for all that much, other than just the genre itself, I would say that I wasn't too big of a fan of the orchestration that they used, because it was just, I feel like it took over the song just a little bit too much, and nothing really stood out all that well musically, unless if you're really listening and really trying to pay attention, you can hear some of the stuff going on in the background behind it. But otherwise, I mean, musically, it's all fantastic. I just wish there would have been a more familiar riff throughout some of these songs, a little bit more of a hook within the music itself. But otherwise, I mean, the production is insane. You can literally hear everything if you're paying attention to it, and you don't even have to pay attention that hard like you normally do with deathcore or metalcore. Like, even you could even hear like the distorted guitars and the amazing drum work with the orchestration and of the abyss. You can hear all in the beginning, it's crystal clear, and then when the vocals come in, you would think it would just be too much and you would lose something, but you really don't. You could hear it all. It's all fantastic. The musicianship is incredible, and this is, like I said, it's a masterpiece of an EP for these guys. Even the theme of this EP and the songs is well thought out. The lyrics are well written. There's a lot of time that they took and put into this, rather than just writing just something very generic to the genre. To the Hellfire speaks of Azrael, I believe that's how it's pronounced, which is a Islamic angel of death. So there is a kind of a theme to this. I'm not sure if it's like a super deep kind of concept thing that they were going for, but there's this theme to it. I enjoyed that quite a bit as well. As I was reading the lyrics, all the songs kind of fit together, instead of like singing of a girlfriend that broke up, or something along those lines, and it all worked out really well. Again, it sounds fantastic. So with all that said, I gotta give And I Return To The Nothingness by Lorna Shore a 5 out of 5. I haven't really been paying too much attention to what other listeners and fans are saying of this EP, so I might not be the best person to listen to when it comes to reviewing this kind of genre and this thing. So I want to know what you guys think, especially if you're fans of Lorna Shore. I don't really like listen to a whole lot of their stuff. I listened to Immortal, which was really good, but I never really went back to it and listened to it like multiple times. I wasn't that big of a fan of CJ. And back when they were with Tom, I mean, it was okay, but nothing really stuck out to me quite as much as this EP did. So go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what you thought and what you would rate it. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon. That way you don't miss out on any of my future reviews, especially if you leave a request and you just want to help support me in my channel. I'm almost up to 500 subscribers. I'm at like 475 or so. I'm like 25 away. So we're getting really close. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or night, whenever you happen to be watching this. And I will talk to you guys next time.
I was trying